Right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Speaksy, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new YouTube video for you subscribers and non-subscribers out there. I'm not the best at making videos, so hopefully you guys can cut me some slack. But what today is going to be about is obviously the new best class setup series that I'm going to be bringing to the channel. So you're probably going to start there thinking, well, millions of people do best class setups. What's the difference between yours and mine? There is no difference. I'm just giving my personal opinion because a lot of people ask me when I'm streaming Black Ops 4, yo, how do you get so many high kills? How do you get all these gunships and stuff like that? And they want to know what playstyle I use. But the main thing that I say is either learn your playstyle and learn what gun fits you. So this series is basically going to be a best class setup, but also what the best playstyle for the gun is. So I'm talking if you want to rush, if you want to hold defense, if you want to play objective, whatever playstyle you want to play, I will recommend whatever playstyle I think works with the gun. A lot of you guys probably could disagree, so I hope that you guys don't send any hate, because obviously I am just a kid trying to make videos to entertain people. So yeah, allow the hate. We don't need any of it. It's not worth it, to be honest. But hopefully you guys enjoy this new series. If you do, make sure to give it a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are brand new. And yeah, let's just let's jump into this. Right, so the main gun we're going to be covering for today is obviously, as you can tell by the title, the ICR-7. Or I just call it the ICR. Pretty much everyone calls it the ICR, unless you're a nerd that says ICR-7. Then you seriously need to be helped out or checked, because you really don't need to say. So this gun is probably the best round assault rifles for any new players into the game. It started off as one of the most broken guns in the game, apart from the Titan being the most broken. But this gun was 100% broken. It had no recoil, no... if you had no flinch when using grip 1 and 2, I mean, you still don't have that much flinch, but yeah, I'll just go into more detail about that in a minute. So the main gun that we're going to be covering is obviously the ICR. So the first attachment we're going to kick it off this series is obviously with the reflex. This is obviously you can have it or you can't have it. Well, you don't want it. Preference for me, I have it because it's so much nicer to just aim down something that's just got a dot on it. I could just laser people with it, and then obviously, yeah, it's just a lot nicer than the iron sights. If you're wondering why mine is looking different, is because I'm using the ICR variant, the what's it called, the Blinding Glory. I got it in tier 200 with the Black Ops Pass or some shit like that, or whatever season it was. But yeah, I 100% recommend the red dot, unless you don't mind the iron sights, which they are nice, but I'm just a red dot psych. The next attachment we're kicking off with is obviously Quick Draw. This is my main attachment for any gun that I love to use. I always use Quick Draw. It is the main thing that I love to use. It is my go-to attachment for every single gun. And you're probably wondering, like, why? Why are you using Quick Draw on a gun that doesn't actually need it? The ICR, in my opinion, depending on your playstyle, needs Quick Draw. If you are a rusher, I 100% recommend Quick Draw, because you're going to be getting into gunfights that are going to be up close. You want to bring out your gun as fast as you possibly can, and be the first person to laser that person with bullets. Obviously, the first thing you could probably do is try and hip fire, maybe take cover, heal, reload, or whatever, and then go back while aiming down sights. But I 100%, if you're a rush player like me, I use Quick Draw. Use Quick Draw is 100%. The next attachment is obviously grip. Grip is probably the most best attachment to have on it, not to preference but to needs, if that makes any fucking sense. I never know. But yeah, grip is very useful on this gun. Obviously I recommend grip 1 and 2, but grip 1 itself is obviously the same as always. It reduces recoil. As you can tell, it says reduce recoil when aiming down the sights. But then obviously we go on to grip 2, which has never been in a Call of Duty game before. So when we all first saw it, we were like, okay, what is this? And then obviously we found out what it was, and it's absolutely broken. But it's still getting nerfed, so this is why I'm making a final ICR video, because yeah, this game has had a million updates. all of them like changing weapon stats and stuff, but this is my final ICR video. But yeah, this is the full gun setup. I recommend grip 1 and grip 2. Grip 2 mainly for reduces flinch when aiming down sights. Flinch is a main problem in this game and I hate it, and this is the main reason that's putting me off this game. Sorry, this is the main reason that's putting me off this game a lot, is because the amount of flinch that you have to take before you can actually like look with your gun straight. There is no counter perk to flinch like in Black Ops 2. You had toughness. If you wanted to reduce that flinch, you could use toughness, but if you wanted to be faster, you could use either, I think it was lightweight or fast hands. I think I went with fast hands because I was an SMG player back in the day, so I didn't really bother about flinch. But guns like the ICR, I recommend grip 2 to reduce that flinch. Now you're probably wondering, why haven't I got a secondary? And the main reason is because most of the time I just pick one up and just switch it over. I used to always run a secondary in Black Ops 3 unless I was playing free-for-all, and I'd just run fast mags, but this gun doesn't have any fast mags or extended mags, so I 100% recommend obviously no secondary and just run this. That's my preference. You guys could probably take off the iron sights and, you know, add a pistol, shotgun, launcher, or be an even more of a scumbag and use a melee weapon. But yeah, I do have the cap 40s as well, so if you guys want to see a video, then and then the next piece of gear is the main thing that you guys are going to see in each one of these episodes if you continue to watch them, is stim shot. I don't see enough people using this, and it always makes me happy as well because it is a very broken thing. I see a lot of people running armor, I see a lot of people running acoustic sensor, but I personally 100% recommend stim shot. This thing is excuse me, this thing, you're probably wondering like why you can heal automatically, but this thing makes you carry on shooting your weapon while healing yourself. This is 100% useful, and I recommend it to anyone who is either a rush player or an objective player. If you're playing defense, then I would either recommend body armor, so you can take a few extra shots and then maybe, you know, get a couple of hits into the other person, or acoustic sensor so you can see who's on the flank. But mainly for rush players, I recommend stim shot, and objective players, because it heals you faster for one thing, which is always what you want. You want to rush into every gunfight knowing that you have full health, and it recharges as well. So it takes, I think, half the time it takes to use a normal heal shot. So yeah, I 100% recommend stim shot. And now, obviously, one of the main things is the perks. These are the main 3 perks that I run in BO4. It used to be different, and I always used to run Ghost, but then I done some digging, and Ghost isn't Ghost, basically. That probably doesn't make that much sense, but Ghost in this game only works when the player is running. I obviously start running a lot, but I just found it when I got into the enemy spawn, I sometimes hold back, and I don't always run, and I take out a few people and then run back. I just didn't find it that useful, and I just didn't bother using it, so I don't recommend it. But if you guys are running around the map constantly, like non-stop running, then yeah, I 100% recommend Ghost. But for me, because I do mostly running, but I do stop a lot and take out a few people and hold certain areas of the map, I use Dead Silence so I can stay hidden from going to the next perk, which is obviously going to be Scavenger. Oh no, I've done it and a bit weird, but yeah, I recommend Scavenger mainly because you're going to be running out of ammo a lot, and not a lot of people run Crash in this game, to be honest. I don't know why. He is a very useful specialist, especially if you're a rush player, because you can use them assault packs. But yeah, I 100% recommend Scavengers just so you don't run out of ammo, and you can always pick up ammo packs from people. The next one is going to be Lightweight. Lightweight was very useless in this game when it first came out, and I remember watching a Optic video, and they were running at the same speed pretty much. The person was like a foot in front of them, like a footstep in front of the person. So I was like, okay, I won't bother using this, and I'll turn around and start using Gung Ho or Dexterity. But yeah, I've now gone back to Lightweight because they have buffed it, and you now run a lot faster. And obviously, if you're a rush player, then you want to use Lightweight because you want to be the first person to get to either B flag or get to the next hard point or get into the player's spawn. So that is one of my recommendations. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that quick class setup. I may have some gameplay at the end, depending on how well I'm editing. I probably will. And but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. it's my first ever one, so if you could leave me any recommendations on what to do in the next one, let me know. If you guys are wondering about specialists and which specialists to use with the ICR, I'll give you my top 3. So my first one is Seraph, just because you can place your own tac deploy. You can control the spawns a lot with the tac deploy, which is why I use it. The Annihilator, because it one-shots everything, it is a beauty, especially if you hit some clips with it. I may have a clip rolling right now of me getting a 6-man with it. I don't know. But yeah. We'll cut that little bit. So yeah. Sam, cut it. The next specialist, sorry. The next specialist is going to be Prophet. Prophet in this game is probably the big newbie specialist of this game, unlike it was in BO3. In BO3, you had to be accurate with this thing. In BO4, you could hip fire the thing and you can get a full 6-man quad, 6-man feed. And I've had them before. I don't have any of them footage, but the Prophet is very useful for all the rush players, and mainly because of the Seeker mine as well. If you're in a streak, if you're like one off a gunship, one off an attack chopper, or anything, you can throw your Seeker drone and you can basically 100% recommended a free kill. But yeah, 100% recommend Prophet, Seraph, and the last one is going to be Crash. Crash is always a very fun specialist to use for me, because I never used to use him at the start, but now I've started to use him, and now I'm pretty much always using him because his assault pack, yes, it gives you points, and obviously it doesn't actually hurt the enemies, but you get extra ammo. If you're stuck in the player's spawns and you don't know where to go and you're out of ammo, throw an assault pack down. You've got full ammo, plus you get a 25 XP and score. And score bonus towards your score streaks, which is always good. And obviously you have the 200 health, which what is there not to love about 200 health for that thing? If your whole team is alive, you get a full max of 125 or 150 score every time you use that bad boy. And if you're very good and you rack up a lot of score in a game in a very short amount of time, you could be constantly giving people 200 health, every 5 to 6 deaths, or like twice in a first round of domination. Then the next time on the next half you can pop it in 2 more times. It's very useful, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big fat thumbs up. Let me know what I can improve on down below. And yeah, we are at 504 subscribers. I wish I was about to say 504,000, but we aren't at that point. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more of this, make sure to let me know what guns you want to see as well, because I like every gun in this game, mainly apart from the Spitfire, because the gun is too easy. So I don't think I'll be making a Spitfire best class video, because I don't personally believe this gun takes any skill. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.